I was born like this, was born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, was shells you when the weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, they're off your head. This that put the kid to bed. This that I got realness, I just kill, cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches, building in my DNA. I got God, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got love, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again, like Wimbledon, I serve.
going to be an interesting time at that point. I probably will lose contact.
No, it's going to go into a gully. But it might take out another tree.
Good evening and welcome to Warner Finke Field, home of your Plymouth Panthers. Tonight in East Central Conference action, your Panthers host the Sheboygan Falls Falcons. And now to honor America, please rise and join with the Plymouth High School pep band for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet tonight's lineups. First from Sheboygan High School. Team and coaches, the Sheboygan Falls Falcons.
You are looking live at Finke Field as tonight the 4-0 Sheboygan Falls Falcons travel down Highway C to Plymouth to take on the 4-1 Panthers. I am Josh Oppen here with my broadcast partner Scott Richards for tonight. Scott?
I'll tell you what a great night for football. It's chilly, but it's not windy.
Yeah.
So it's good. You know, this is Falls. Now, people don't realize for a couple years Falls was not in our conference. They're back in. They did a hybrid football conference.
Yep.
They're back in.
Due to COVID, yes.
No, they're back in.
Now they're back in.
Yeah.
13, running back,
so they're not playing next week. The team they're going to play canceled the rest of their season.
Wide receiver,
we're playing next week, Gloucester. But they both come in undefeated in the conference. And, you know, I've said before, this is not a normal year. We hope like heck we never have one like it. But in a normal year, there'd be 3,000-4,000 people here.
Yeah.
You know,
especially when you're 4-0 and 4-1. You got two teams that are just having a great year.
Yeah, they're undefeated. We're undefeated in conference. Our loss was to Cookana, who's rated 4th, I believe, in Division 2, 4th or 5th. Falls is rated 8th in Division 4. We're rated 6th or 5th in Division 3. But most of that doesn't mean too much. We don't know comparables. But our comparables with the team we've played are very similar.
Yep.
You know, very, very similar.
And I think what you're going to see tonight is two offenses are going to be about the same. Sheboygan Falls will rely on John Matthew to do a lot of the running. You're not going to see a lot of passing. Where Plymouth will also rely on Taylor Troca to do a lot of the running.
And both teams have a quarterback dinged up. The starter for Falls was dinged up. Now he was warming up. Kellen Mellett was dinged up. He had a high ankle sprain. He's playing. He's probably a lot lateral quickness, but he's playing. This time of year, somebody's going to have some bumps and bruises. That's just how it is. But to me, it doesn't hurt right now.
No.
They're ready to roll. I want to give credit as we start to Kurt Salp on the camera, Josh Oppen here, Scott Richards, Mike Briggs up here pretty much doing nothing. But we're used to that. But Gary Kaiser and the people that help him in the studio and TV 14, there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
You know, some sales stuff and treasurers and we're not going through something that everybody else isn't going through. All the businesses, it's been so hard, but they're busting it. The schools are busting it. You know, a lot of people are. So, but for the next hour and a half, we aren't going to worry about that.
Yeah, we get Falcon Panther football, which for a lot of years we've been accustomed to. So this will be a great matchup. Doesn't matter record-wise whether both teams are undefeated or defeated. You know, each team are going to come out and play tonight.
Well, and the field, you know, Josh Rush does a heck of a job on this field. Yeah. You see, I even looked at the little Panther paws. I'd never seen little Panther paws to the right or left of the numbers. You know, it's a lot of people. It takes a lot of people. It's wonderful to see the band playing before the game. Now they're sitting in the end zone. They're in the stands because of everything. But it's great to see them out here. They get a chance to perform. They're in school. They're working at it. So they get a chance, and it kind of gives you some goosebumps when they kick it in. We got, every kid in the football program gets 4 tickets. And so you're probably one of the bigger crowds you're going to see, but we've had a lot of nice compliments, and we'll take them for the stuff you can see streamed online.
Right. Yes, between YouTube and Channel 14, Plymouth community has been fortunate to have a lot of good things happen this year, and right now it looks like the Falcons will be kicking off, number 28 for the Falcons.
So you got number 23 Ian Struve, and number 6
will be kicking off.
Number 6
from the south to the north.
Fine Lidke, very short kick. Struve.
Oh, mishandled it.
Well,
Struve jumped on it about the 18-yard line.
Covers the kickoff.
What you got to do is let that one come to you. You know, he's all excited to go get the ball about the 30-35, but we're at the 19 now. Falls again has played really good defense. I talked to Coach Canales earlier in the week. He said, you know, when you look at size, everybody talks about our size, but he said Falls is equally as big.
Yes,
you know,
and they're well coached. They're gonna be. This is gonna be a tough matchup for Plymouth.
Falls is in more of what I would call a 4-3 defense.
Panthers' first snap right to Colin Kurtz with the carry to the right side.
Kellen Mella.
Kellen Mella.
That was Mella on the carry. He picked up 4. Looked like it was going to be maybe a 2-yard gain.
5 on the play.
Brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Panthers.
So, you know, that's a play that's been a staple of the Panthers for the last 3 or 4 years. And they were convinced that Mella would be pretty good, and he is. But again, there's a little bit dinged up, so they adjusted a little bit.
Mella with the snap off to Lidke, off to the right side. Gains about maybe a yard, maybe.
I'll tell you, they had the people you could block, but the corner. Number 4 for Sheboygan Falls, Logan Higgins came up, and Jason Nikolai came up, made a great play.
Loss of almost the yard.
I think it's pretty. I don't know. I know you're going to hear the announcing, and that's okay. But it's about where it was. It's about 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Panthers.
Bottom of the screen's Lidke. He's the primary receiver for Mella.
The snap. Mella drops back to pass, swings out to the right side to Troca, who gains maybe 2 or 3 yards. Will bring up a 4th down for the Panthers.
Sheboygan Falls went zone. The linebacker dropped right in that zone. The cornerback dropped deep with Lidke. Lidke wasn't open. It's a good selection by Mella.
Brings up a 4th and 2 for the Panthers. We'll see if they go for it, if they punt. They've known to start out in shotgun formation, then drop back Mella to see how the defense lines up.
They try to drum off. The good discipline, which we expect from Sheboygan Falls. Now, he's not.
Oh, we got a movement. Unfortunately.
Penalty marker stops the play.
That's why coaches get gray hair.
Logan Coping with the movement.
Indicated against
you know, you've got everything all set up. But I was going to say, Mella was only he wasn't 10 yards deep. But we saw good discipline from the Falcons. They sort of expected it. You know, when you're sitting at the 26-yard line, chances of you faking the punt are not real high.
Mella is in punt formation.
Now we just drop back into punt formation.
Now he's deeper. Now he's at about 13, 15 yards.
We're short one guy. We're going to bring back.
The guy that jumped.
Logan Copping. Come back in. Now 4th and 7.
Nice snap.
Mella with the punt. Falcons let it drop. Recovered by
Struve.
Struve just catches it.
The punt travels to the Falcon 45.
Panthers take over, or Falcons take over at their own 45. Just so you know, we're waiting about halfway through the first quarter to start with our ads. We thank all the sponsors, but some of the kids that help in the studio when we put stuff up on the board, they're in the band. So we're making sure they can get back.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 45. We have Isaac Clummy running quarterback tonight, which means their normal quarterback, Noah Winter, will be out for tonight. Pass on the first down off to Nikolai. To Carpenter was overthrown. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
We'll give you that defense for the Panthers. Number 5, Colin Kurtz, defensive back. 6, Jack Lidke, defensive back. 13, Mateo Troca, linebacker. 17, Dominic Riederer, defensive back. 23, Ian Struve, linebacker. Get the rest after this play.
Falcons back. Swing off to the right from Clemmy to Matthew. Catches it. Get the big gain here. Get about 13 yards. We'll get a 1st down out of it.
I'll tell you, Matthew did you said he's a really nice player. Boy, he showed some moves on that particular play. We'll get to the rest of that starting line. Seth Connery.
Falcons are going to their hurry-up offense. They're not going to
Well, then I'll have to talk faster.
Clemmy gets a snap, drops back and pass to Nikolai off the left side. Tackled by a host of Panthers.
Complete to Nikolai.
The rest of them: Phil Miller, linebacker; Wyatt Smurs, defensive line; Evan Lodwig, defensive line; Alonzo Spindler, defensive line; and Adam Miller, a linebacker. Well, they're throwing the ball, and you talked about you got your number 2 quarterback. Usually you don't suspect that, but that's what they're doing. And
Clemmy gets direct snap, runs up the middle, gets maybe a yard, if that. Bring up a 3rd and 2.
Lodwig and Smurs.
And is turned back by Evan Lodwig and Alonzo Spindler.
That was Alonzo. It was 67 instead of 57. My fault.
Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Falcons.
I would think at the 35, this is 4 downs. It's just
Clemmy with the handoff to Matthew.
He didn't get
it. Gets a yard. Brings up. Did not get it.
I tell you, the interior of that line is holding serve right now.
Brings up a 4th and 2, and they're going to go right back to their quick
Spindler,
hurry-up offense.
Matteo Troca combined on that.
The left side of their line is got some size. 6'3", 240, and 6'6", 285.
Yep. This is usually when you get a roll out to the wide side of the field and get either a pass or a run.
Pass or run option.
Yep. Clemmy gets a snap. Quick hitch. Drop pass by the Falcons. Turnover on downs.
It was good. It was a miscommunication.
Yep.
I think he expected him to turn out, and he turned in, but I think the end turned in the way he should have. Number 10 for the Falcons, Jameson Nikolai. Well, the Panthers picked up a few yards in that exchange. They hold the Falcons.
They certainly bend, but they didn't break. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 34-yard line.
Mella still at quarterback. Troca in the backfield. Litke in motion. Give it to Troca.
Off to Troca. Up the middle.
I'll tell you.
For about 8 yards.
Matteo Troca is not a great big kid, but boy, he runs hard.
Yeah, he runs with his shoulders going forward. You don't see him getting blasted back at all.
Offense, number 3, Jake Steiner at end. 6, Jack Litke at flanker. 7, Kellen Mella at quarterback. 13, Matteo Troca, running back. 21, Logan Copping. We'd probably call him a fullback. 55, Ben Robinson at center. 57, Wyatt Smurs at tackle. 65, Evan Lodwig guard. 67, Alonzo Spindler guard. 77, offensive Zeveld at tackle.
Mella off to the left side. Gets up about 3 or 4 yards. Gets a first down.
Left end.
You know, we were at Berlin last week, and this is balmy compared to what it was last week. But Mella's moving better.
Yeah, last week when I was watching on TV, you could see a lot of limping going on.
So you were one of the 100 and some people?
I was,
online?
Absolutely.
Well, we thank you. We appreciate your support.
Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 48-yard line. Mella under center.
That was
Litke under center. Excuse me.
Yep, I thought it was Mella. I can usually tell the way he stands up down here.
But Litke gets about 7 yards.
I didn't want to step on your toes.
My toes are pretty big, so you can step on them all you want. Brings up a 2nd and 2.
So the Panthers got a nice little drive started on their second possession. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Again, this is a conference game. If Falls wins, they're going to win the conference. If Plymouth wins, they got a game next week at Kewaskum.
Mella back at quarterback. 2nd down and 2. Hand off to Troca. Gets stuffed by
a gap. Linebacker shot a gap.
Clemmy came in. Looked like he was blitzing off in the middle.
Shot a gap.
Loss of about 2 on the play.
You'll hear those 2 names, Clemmy and Matthew, a lot tonight.
Now you're familiar with them all because you're a former Falls Falcon.
I am a former Falls Falcon.
Now, did you Clemmy? That name I'm familiar with.
Yes.
You know.
So I played with Thomas's dad, and his uncle Isaac's dad was a couple years younger.
You're kind of old.
I am a lot old. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for.
I tell you what, somebody just missed a block.
Brings up a 4th.
Tries the middle.
I tell you what, Mella didn't have much room to roll. Josh Zitzer, 6'3", 240, was in the backfield. Mella didn't have a shot. Now here's the one where that setup for the punt will at least entice the return team. Now at 4th and 3, I'd be surprised if they don't punt it, but at least you're going to make them think.
Yep. Mella will drop back.
Now you see he's going to be at about 7 or 8 yards. So he's going to have to kick her quickly. Oh, he gets a nice kick.
Punt. Falcons are going to let it drop.
At the 15.
Looks like it dropped at the 15. with 5:15 to go in the first quarter.
Is down inside
Score
the
is
20-yard
Falcons
line
0,
Falcon 15.
Panthers 0.
First down, Sheboygan Falls.
Again, so the Falcons come out and they ran a no huddle that first series. They were effective with it to a point, and then they got down third and 3, fourth and 1, and they didn't get it. So the Panther defense held.
We'll see if the Falcons go back into their hurry-up offense. Clemmy back at quarterback. Hand off to Matthew, off the gut. Gain about a yard, if that.
Tell you right now, Alonzo Spindler is taking care of business in the middle of that defensive line. He is not letting anything happen. You won't get probably a great pass rush out of him, but boy, he's taking care of that nose tackle position.
Second down and 9 for the Falcons. Snap to Clemmy, drops back to pass. Looking at Carpenter with the catch.
Nice catch, nice throw.
Clemmy's pass is caught.
Hey, those are timing patterns. You know, he's going down to a point or whatever, and they're turning
on the field.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Signal is holding against.
Got a holding against the Falcons. We'll bring this back.
That's a huge penalty. They have a first down, and they're out from under the shadow of their goalposts, and now they're going to be at the 5. The 10-yard penalty.
Half the distance to the goal, puts the ball on the Falcon 5-yard line.
They gave him the full 10. So
yeah, second and 20.
That's good for the Panthers.
Clemmy quarterback, drop back, quick pass to the right. Looks like that's Carpenter again.
You know, that's where they're setting up something.
Yep.
You know, those quick stops. That's what they ran a lot of.
Complete in the
but you can set it up, and you'll try to isolate. While the bottom of the screen would be an isolation. Licky, the safety, covers a lot of room, but yeah, and he's starting to lean over towards this side. Now they bring a slot receiver in. Actually, they're running what we would call an Eagles. Oh, double slot. Well, I'm not so sure what the heck they're doing.
We got trips to the left here for the Falcons.
The referee hasn't counted it yet.
Snap to Clemmy, looks into the left, throws it up for.
That's
interception.
That was a hanger.
Clemmy's
pass is
intercepted.
I thought it was Colin Kurtz. One, Kurtz played it great, and two, that baby hung up.
It did.
And the Falcon.
Colin read that perfectly.
Well, that pattern was designed an out to the first down marker.
Yeah,
and Kurtz didn't have to go back any further. He picked it off. Panthers are knocking on the door.
Thrown from the right side of the hash to the left side. It's a tough pass. Like you said, the ball hung up in the air.
Okay, they're in cover 2 right now. 2 safeties deep.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Panthers. A double reverse fumble. We got an incomplete pass.
You're right. Well,
the referee was incomplete.
We got a ref on the sideline coming in saying incomplete pass.
Right.
Because they threw it at him and they said.
But it was a lateral first, and then a forward. And that was so the lateral first. I'm trying to think. The lateral was it was in front of the quarterback.
Yep.
So if it's in front of the quarterback, it's not a lateral. That's a pass. And then he tried to lateral it forward.
This is one of those obscure rules where you got all the refs together. They better know their rules.
Well, I'm telling you, it was a lateral forward to Litke, and then he tried to hand it off. I think it's going to come down as a fumble.
Are we doing a replay?
Well, he's talking to Knaus. So
are we doing a do-over? Because I heard one ref say it's from first down. So is this an oops, I blew my whistle too quick situation? I don't know. I thought it was an incomplete pass, but evidently, my guess is the referees.
The only thing is, if the play happened, it would be a second down.
Yeah, but they're going first down, so it's 1st and 10.
You're right. It's interesting.
Mella quick to the left.
Litke.
Who gets about 11 yards.
Nice
brings it to about the 10-yard line.
Well, we'll have to get some. I've never seen it where you get the down over. If you blew the whistle early, thinking the play was over, well, play's over at the spot, but the down goes through.
We need Mike Priera here. We need a referee from the booth. We got one of those guys?
Well, there's a lot of them sitting in the stands.
Yeah, we got that. Brings up 1st and 10. I don't know if they can get a first down from here, but it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. I think they're right on the line. So we're good.
No, the down marker's down, though.
First and goal for the Panthers.
Licky to about 4.
Off to the right.
Rolls with the direct snap inside the Falcon 5-yard line.
Gets about 6 yards. Will bring second down and 4. Goal to go. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 0-0. Brings up second down and about 4 to go.
So we're down under 3 minutes in the first quarter, no score, but the Panthers are knocking at the door inside the 5, second, I believe, goal.
Looks like we got Licky under quarterback. Mel off to the left. Handoff. Keeper.
He's got it.
Touchdown, Panthers! Licky out to the right side.
I'll tell you, Mello for a quarterback's a pretty good blocker. I think next year you got to consider him at guard.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I tell you, Licky catches a pass for a first down, carries it twice for the touchdown. I'd say he had a good series.
He sure did. Good for him.
So the Panthers up 6-0, 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Ben Canals to snap, Kellen Mellett to hold, and Ansel Olsen is going to kick.
To attempt the extra point.
Last week, Ansel Olsen had a saving tackle on a kickoff return.
Yes, he did.
He did. Kids swarmed on Harry Sports side for him than he was.
Kick is up. It's good. Brings the score 7-0.
The score, your Plymouth Panthers 7. The Sheboygan Falls Falcons 0.
The Paddock Club. Visit the Paddock Club located in downtown Elkhart Lake, where Chef Lynn celebrates a bounty from local farmers using old world techniques by making artisanal handmade pasta, bread, and smoked meat sandwiches, and so much more. Stop in at the Paddock Club, 61 South Lake Street. Miller & Bolt. If you're serious about your lawn and should get a lawnmower or garden tractor sold by someone who is dedicated to know their products, that is why more and more people are realizing the value in purchasing a lawn and garden tractors from a local, independent, simplicity dealer like Miller & Bolt. They offer test drives, financing, service technicians, and setup and delivery. Visit Miller & Bolt, 8 Hillendale Road, corner of 67 and PP.
So Olsen the kick for the Panthers as we have taken an early lead. I'll tell you, in these games between Falls and Plymouth, that early lead has always been huge. Are you a little surprised Falls has thrown the ball as much as they have?
Yeah, I was told by a dear old friend that Falls would be running a lot tonight, and here we go out and start running. I can't tell you, he's like World War II.
How is John?
John Mauer's great. You can't find a better guy than John. But John said
you can.
Falls is going to run a lot, and they've been passing. Kick is off. Looks like Matthew's going to get it about the 10-yard line for the Falcons. Off to the left side. Gets stopped by a host of Panthers at about the 23-yard line.
So the Falcons get the ball, their third series. The first one, they moved the ball, got stopped at about the 34, the Panthers. Second one, they had a nice completion. It was brought back by a hold. And then on third and about 15, they threw an out, but it didn't quite get out. It was picked off by Colin Kurtz, and Panthers took over at the inside the 20 and scored.
Falcons coming out of a huddle for the first time tonight. Brings up 1st and 10 for their 24. Here's the handoff to Matthew up the middle for about 2 to 3 yards.
I'll tell you, Phil Miller didn't make the tackle, but he was in the backfield. And again, they're running at the nose guard. Those 3 down guys. Lodwig is 6'5", 270. Spindler is about 5'10", 240. And then Wyatt Smers is about 6'2", 215.
The snap, the quick toss to the right to Matthew. Off to the right side, gain about 2 or 3 yards again. Panthers have been swarming pretty good tonight.
They certainly have. You can see that the kid has some skill. No question about it.
Pulled down by Jeb Needus.
They brought the Mad Stork in.
The Mad Stork is...
They're giving Lodwig, what they do is they try to give Evan a little bit of a breather, having to play both ways the whole night.
There's a snap, the handoff up to Matthew.
Nothing.
Gain about a 1 yard. We're getting to a 4th down and about 3. Looks like 4th and 3 for
Phil Miller, Adam Miller, and I know that's Wyatt Smers' side, so I'm guessing he's in on it as well. They're
going to go for it on 4th down.
Adam Miller at the bottom of that.
Here's the snap. Quick out to Nikolai.
They're going to give it to him.
Might have just gotten it.
All right, they're going to give it to him.
About a half a yard.
Tell you,
What a catch.
we're going to pick another one of those off.
Pass
As long as the
complete to
safety,
Jamison
if you read the
Nikolai.
quarterback, that safety, because he's turning right where he's throwing it,
he knows.
that safety sprints
35-yard
over,
line.
you can jump another one of those.
First down, Falcons.
Nikolai had a nice catch there.
He did. That was a great
an
catch.
easy ball to catch. Snap to Clemmy. Drops back to pass. Look.
Wow.
Off to Clemmy. Clemmy to Clemmy. For a big gain for the Falcons.
Well, somebody blew a
about 20
couple.
yards.
Complete to the
Now, if that's the back out of the backfield and you're in a man, then you got to. It's either the middle linebacker has them or
Panther territory
outside
to the
linebacker. If you're in a zone, then that's
First
outside
down, Sheboygan
linebacker's
Falls.
zone.
Falcons back into their hurry-up offense. Looks option to the left. Pitches it to Matthew, who gets stuffed for a loss.
Matthew's a pretty good-sized kid at about 5'10",
Matthew
180.
receives the option pitch.
Well played by the Panthers.
Loses
Very well
2
played.
yards.
And gets the quarterback. Linebacker gets
Connery steps up
the
to the
pitch
tackle.
back.
Falcons right back to their no huddle offense. Clemmy drops back, look to the right. Pass to
Clemmy's pass
Murray,
is intended
to Thomas
for
Murray. Just overthrew him.
Murray was open. We didn't put enough air
It
under
will
it.
be 3rd and 12.
Struve was trailing, so it looked like a man, and he wasn't there. So you had so then Ian slid out. Basically, he's a linebacker, defensive back hybrid to cover the guy out in the flank.
Brings up 3rd and 12 for the Falcons from their Panthers 47-yard line. Clemmy drops back to pass. Pass off to the left.
Another nice
to
catch.
Nikolai.
And
Catches it, but he looks a little short.
He's going to be within about a yard.
Jamison Nikolai.
It looks to me like they're going for it again, Oppie.
Short by about 2 yards, but yes, they're going to go. I think they're just going to let the
4th and
clock
2.
go
Now,
out to the
their
corner.
no huddle didn't do much good when you switch players, because now the Panthers can sit and collect their thoughts a little bit. They're going to take time out.
At the end of the first quarter, Plymouth Panthers 7, Sheboygan Falls 0.
The Sheboygan Falls Falcons 0.
Plymouth Piggly Wiggly. The Plymouth Piggly Wiggly is a one-stop shop for all your party needs. Our deli department has a variety of subs, party trays, and homemade signature salads. Don't forget their fresh baked rolls. Remember to shop the pig and save. Go Panthers! 2020 Visions. 2020 Visions has been dedicated to the eye care needs of their patrons for over 20 years. They're committed to providing the best. Isn't it time? Today at 893 Eyes to schedule your appointment. Be wise. Take care of your eyes. Sharon Roberts and Brad Workerlawn at 100 Car Road. State Farm Insurance. Jim Hunt. Football fans know something. Some things just go to quarterbacks, receivers, face paint, and super fans. Game days and tailgates. State Farm Agent Jim knows another winning combination. Home and Auto. Jim and his team are here to help life go right. Combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get out of your home and get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call State Farm Jim Schlunt at 893-9668 today. Motors. Meyer Motors is in Plymouth is your source for new quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, minivans, and offers emission tests. Has been doing business right here in Plymouth since 1926 when Scott Richards was just 2 years old. We are proud to be part of the Plymouth community. You can visit them online at www.gomeyermotors.com. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Falcons. We got a bat down there.
I think it was Adam Miller.
Batted down.
Well, that's what they've been doing. That quick hitter.
Adam Miller read that perfectly for the Panthers.
Adam Miller on the play. Panthers take over on downs.
That's the play they've run on every one of those, and finally he watched the quarterback and did exactly what he was
at their own
coached to do.
38-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 38-yard line.
Licky at quarterback, Mella out at the flank. Jake Steiner bottom of the screen. Ben Canals at tight end.
Licky up to the left side.
That was a great
trying
block.
to find a hole. Gets a little crease there. Gets about 10, 11 yards, still going.
He got a first down. I'll tell you, I'm trying with somebody had it's so hard. I think it was Troca. I thought I saw a 3 had a great block out on the end. He got his hands up into the what they call the breastplates of the shoulder pads. He just rode him out, and then Lidke did the rest.
Yeah, he found a nice crease and got about 12, 13 yards on that run. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 50-yard line. Lidke back at quarterback under the center. We're going dive up the gut. Struve for a gain about 7 or 8.
Well, that was copping. I just saw the two.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Near first down yard.
Well, I'll tell you what, on that line is getting off the ball on defense now on offense as well.
Yeah, they were really
again, line gets you 3 or 4, you get the rest. So there was 10 for Lidke. Now you got another 8, almost 9 for Logan Copping.
Brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers from the 42-yard line of the Falcons. Lidke back at quarterback. Now he's dropping back to pass. No, incomplete.
Oh, I almost thought that was one you take off. I think you would have gotten it if you'd have run, but it's easy to say that looking from where we are.
I think that's what's the plan. It's him to run, but
I think it was you're almost always, if you're rolling him out, going to give him a run pass option. So
brings up 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2 for the.
Jeb Nitas comes in. Jake Steiner goes out.
It's nice to have a 6'7" wide out.
Yeah. So Lidke at the top, Nitas at the bottom.
Mela at quarterback.
Just give the Troca up the middle. He's got it, I think. Oh, yeah.
I think if he's got it, he's got about a half a length.
Troca
but we'll take it.
40-yard line.
We'll take that 1st down.
It's going to be they give it to him. So the down marker might have been just on the inside of that 40-yard line.
I think Sheboygan Falls is hoping to get a measurement out of that, but
well, somebody's hollering over there. Could be. They're asking for it. That's for sure.
Oh, now
and they have a right to.
Official timeout.
Oh, now we moved the. I feel like we got the. That's something going on over here with the referees tonight. We got a do-over in the 1st quarter. Now someone wants a measurement, and they just keep moving the flags.
Oh yeah, don't measure it, just move them, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Here we go. Waldo State Bank, local, independent like you. Waldo State Bank has serving the community since 1913. Same year Mike Briggs was born.
Yeah, they rang it in, so they're going.
A member of FDIC. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their Falcons 40-yard line. Lidke back at quarterback, hands off to Troca off to the right side, gets a little crease, gets about 8 yards.
Troca goes around the.
I'll tell you what, there was no question what he was going to do.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Scott, he is about one player away from breaking a big run.
That might have been one where you try to dodge him, but you know what? Again, he's looking at it from field, and we're not.
Right.
Got to tackle him, paid a price, that's for sure.
Brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. Looks like Mela back at quarterback. Off just a direct snap, run to the left. Finds a little hole. Picks up a 1st down. Gains about 4 yards.
Mela cuts inside. Down
now that's where.
You have a flag on the play.
Oh, that's not a good one.
No.
Penalty marker on the field.
Looks like we got a
preliminary signal.
That's where before that ankle injury, that's where Kellen can plant and go a little bit better, but he still did okay.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, puts the ball on the.
Got a holding against the Panthers.
40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Brings it back to 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Mela back at quarterback. So you got Struve in the backfield with him. The snap, Mela drops back the pass. Little screen to Struve. He breaks one tackle. He can go for a little bit. Hang on to the ball. Here we go.
And with the scrum, they got a 1st down. You know, that was well read by the first Falcon defender, but Struve got away from him.
Struve in a nice play, nice juke. Got a
nice call.
Drives ahead.
Nice call by Coach Grahn. Coach Gron celebrated his 35th anniversary this week.
It'll be
Congratulations.
Yeah. So we're going to chalk that play up to Renee.
Yep.
I'm sure she drew that up on the
when they have their own played night.
Yep. On the napkin. So you got Netus at the bottom, Leakey at the top.
Under center. Looks like we might just get a quarterback sneak. Yep. Quarterback sneak for about 2 or 3 yards.
Carla pushes
get a
the
first
fire
down.
ahead on the quarterback sneak.
So the Panthers on another good drive. Falcons went for it on 4th down and didn't get it, and the Panthers took over, and they made some good plays.
Tackle.
1st and 10 for the Panthers.
And they're with a question in 4-down territory, 8:50 to go in the first half. Panthers leading 7-0 over the undefeated Sheboygan Falls Falcons.
Mela back at quarterback. Litkey in motion, handoff to Troca.
The linebacker. Clemmy did a heck of a job.
Troca, he is met immediately at the line.
You give Clemmy a lot of credit, but also scouting. That's a play we had a lot of success with last week against Berlin, and Clemmy just didn't flow with Litkey at all. Just read Troca and popped him for no gain.
Yeah, the one good thing about that play is we didn't lose any yards, so it brings up 2nd and 10.
No, that's a glass half full.
Yeah.
Good job, Oppie.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Mela back at quarterback. Got a snap.
They got
square in.
Wide open Jake Steiner. What a nice, I'll tell you what. That was a nice play, nice throw. Steiner's got great hands, but boy, that was zipped right in there.
Yeah. You know, when Mela steps into his throws, he throws a nice crisp ball. And
so much of quarterbacking is footwork.
Yep.
You know, there are certain things you can do with the arm and how you do everything else, but it's footwork. Okay, so you got Struve and Troca in the backfield with Litkey at QB.
Litkey, direct snap off to the right.
Great cut by Litkey. He's going to get down inside the 5.
Lidke gets the direct snap and drive.
Brings up about a 2nd and maybe 2. Panthers can pick up a first down here with inside the 1.
When it looks like the play is bogged down, the blockers have just continued to hit somebody.
Right.
You know, the blocking, everything for anybody that played 30, 40 years ago has changed, even 20, and blocking technique and form and what you can do. But they just kind of stick with somebody, and then Litkey picks his holes and does a good job.
Right. Mela at quarterback. Got a full house backfield. Mela off to the left side. Get for a touchdown. Not even touch. Touchdown, Mela.
To the end zone for Plymouth.
Well, that was a statement drive by the Panthers.
Yep.
I mean, they made all the plays they needed to make. They kind of punched it right down the field. The Falcons have been aggressive. Give them credit for it, but they've gone out 4th down and give the Panthers a relatively short field, and they took advantage of it.
Olsen on for the extra point.
So Olsen in the kick. Again, Mela to hold. Can also snap. Line to do what they need to do.
Here's the snap. Olsen with the kick, and it's up, and it's no good. Just to the left. He must have just missed it. It looked good from our angle.
I think he was worried about hitting the band. I'm going to give him a little. He pulled it just a little bit because it took the official just a little bit. But he's standing right under the cross or under the upright, so he knows what's going on. So nonetheless, 6:50 to go in the first half. The Panthers lead the Falcons 13-0.
4 Seasons Comfort is located at 426 B Factory Street in Plymouth. It can be reached at 920-893-8900. 4 Seasons Comfort handles Bryant, the Mitsubishi, Dutchless Heating and Cooling Systems. Plymouth Glass is a family-run business, and we're honored to serve the people of our community. At Plymouth Glass, we offer a wide variety of services, including standard and custom shower enclosures, aluminum storefront windows and doors, and safety glass top tables. Thermopane, replacement plastic, cabinet glass, and many patterns to choose from. Much more. Stop in at Plymouth Glass, and we're ready to handle your glass needs.
Defensive series for the Panthers because the Falcons get the kick at the end at the start of the second half. So hold them here and go up and maybe score again. You don't know, but nonetheless, don't give them a chance to score and then come back and get the ball to start the second half.
It's tough when you run a hurry-up offense like the Falcons do. That when Plymouth takes their time and methodically runs down the field, it kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit.
Well, the reason to run it is to get rhythm and keep the defense off guard a little bit, and it worked at times, but it didn't work consistently so far.
Got Matthew and Carpenter back deep for the Falcons as Olsen's ready to kick it off.
Nice kick.
Nice kick to Matthew. Gets it at about the 8-yard line for the Falcons. Oh, found the crease. He's coming out the sidelines.
Olsen to make the tackle. Olsen again. Olsen makes a second big tackle in 2 weeks.
Yep. Touchdown saving tackle.
Turns the kickoff into Panther.
Tell you could see the blocking. You could see the blocking. The Panthers did a good job. We got another penalty, and it's liable to come back, as you can see the Falcons.
We got a block in the back by the Falcons to negate the run.
And if it's a block in the back there, the runner was probably ahead of the guy that got blocked.
And unfortunately, those situations usually mean he wasn't anywhere near the play, right?
Right.
So unfortunately, the young man that made the block in the back probably had nothing to do with Matthew running down the sidelines.
Yeah, they was turned in, but there were a couple. Falcons had a couple real nice blocks. Then Matthew he's got enough speed to get through the hole.
Walk-off, first down, Sheboygan Falls.
Big break for the Panthers.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 34-yard line.
From what I can see,
the Panther 34-yard line.
As a coach, I don't think Matthew's touched the ball enough on offense. But he's going to get it. That's a good way to get it.
Toss sweep to the left for Matthew.
Boy, the Panthers just swarming the ball.
The pitch to Matthew gains a bunch.
Kind of looks like they're letting the defensive backs for the Plymouth just to worry one-on-one with the Falcons receivers, and you got more of a key on
Well, I think
Matthew.
They're switching it up a little bit. A little bit of zone, a little bit of man, because in man, you turn your back more than if you're in a zone. You're
climbing with the snap, hand out to Matthew.
Nothing there.
Got a gain about 1 yard line.
Very short gain.
Brings up about a 3rd and about 7 for the Falcons.
We have some size in the defensive line, but we're not.
Phil Miller.
We're not huge. Daviante Funchess is in the ballgame, number 52, down in the line.
Climbing back at quarterback, gets a snap, drops back the pass, rolls to his right. Got a host of Panthers chasing him. Gaining some yards. It might be just short.
He's close.
Oh, boy, this will be a close one.
I don't think he made it to the 45.
Phil Miller in pursuit.
This might be a... Well, they moved the football. I don't know. What are these guys doing? Wow.
Ball is placed.
They're right down there. I hear guys hollering it's a bad spot, but they're right there.
First down, Sheboygan Falls.
So
brings up a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Clemmy with a nice run off to the right side.
Excellent job by Clemmy to pick up that first down.
Clemmy gets a snap, hand off to Matthew right up the middle. Gain about 2 yards. 2.5.
I tell you, I have seen number 40 Phil Miller. I've seen 83 Adam Miller.
Phil Miller
all over the place. And you're not, Adam's a pretty decent sized kid at about 175, 80, but Phil's 160, playing middle linebacker.
Falcons in no huddle. Clemmy drops back, quick pass, incomplete to Nikolai. 4:54 to go in the second quarter. Panthers up 13-0.
Nikolai incomplete. 3rd and 7.
I said if the Panthers can get a stop, I can't believe if it's 4th and 7 that they're going to go for it here. They may try to just pick up some yardage. They had a play earlier that's the 44 Clemmy, so I got to
Thomas Clemmy.
Thomas Clemmy was wide open out in the flat.
Isaac drops back to pass, gets hit, hits Clemmy up the middle.
It was almost like the old pop pass.
Yeah.
Call it a pop pass.
Kind of just snuck it right out there.
Well, he went to block and then just snuck out.
Getting about 10 to 12 yards.
38-yard line. First down.
They're in 4 downs now again.
A first down for the Falcons on the Panther 38-yard line. Quick pitch off to the left to Matthew. Gain about 2 yards.
Adam Miller and Jeb Needus on the play. I tell you, they're just not letting him get loose.
No. I think that's they don't want him to get ahead of steam, right? They don't want to get loose.
Well, that's the way to get it to him, to pitch it, but it's just not happening.
Coming with the snap, direct handoff to Matthew.
Well, they basically ran the last series.
Yep.
Toss,
Matthew again,
and dive.
Toss, dive.
You said they don't run a lot of plays, right? That's
right.
what you had heard.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Similar formation, only Clemmy's on the left side now.
3rd and 7 for the Falcons. Clemmy drops back the pass to 84.
It did not get a first down. I don't believe.
The pass is complete to Grosskopf.
Now, the Falcons are going to go for it, but they haven't gotten anything up the middle at all.
Struve wraps them up short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1.
Sometimes this might be a good situation to go into a huddle and just kind of.
Matthews not in the backfield.
I don't even know if he's out there.
Preston Miller, no. 6 is in the backfield instead of 5. I'm looking on the sideline to see if he's being looked at, and I'm not seeing anything.
No, he's standing there next to some coaches.
That's almost no sense.
4th and 1 for the Falcons. Hand off to Miller, up to God.
He's got
Looks like he got it. Looks like he got about 3 yards. We got a first down.
3 minutes to go. Both teams have 3 timeouts to go.
Preston Miller, the ball carrier on the dive play. First down, Falcons.
Clemmy gets a snap, looks to
they're
his
looking
left.
deep. Oh, that's
looking across the field to Nikolai. Looks like it's picked off. Intercepted by the Panthers.
That's a 40-yard throw for a high school kid. That's a tough pass.
Colin Kurtz has read that perfectly again tonight.
But that's asking. I'll tell you, that's asking a lot of a good college quarterback.
Yeah, throw from one side of the hash to the other
I feel
side.
for the kid a little bit. It wasn't a pretty pass, no question. But boy, that's a long way to throw it.
And it's not Clemmy's fault. I mean, you called that play to throw across the field.
Well, you got to throw it quicker. You got to throw it on the cut, and it's a hard play for a high school kid. You know, having coached a little bit of football, we just didn't throw those. You know, wide side, we'd throw a slant or we'd throw a go or something.
Licky in the backfield, running off to the left on the snap. Looks like he might get a couple yards.
Zach Lidke takes the direct snap around the left end.
Pulled
out of bounds by Jamison Nikolai.
Maybe a first down? Are we close to the first down there? They're going to.
Gain of a long 9.
Oh, giving it to him.
Giving it to him.
No, you know, I can see where they had the wide side, and they're going to try that. But it's a tough play.
Clock is running, 2:41 in the
Panthers
second quarter.
They've had some chunk plays, though. I mean, they haven't thrown the ball deep yet.
And they have all their timeouts,
and Licky's are probably their deep threat, and their safeties are at 12 yards, so that might be a little challenging, but...
Mella hands off to Troka off to the right side. Gain about a yard.
Troka works his way off right tackle.
Plenty of time. Reminder that in high school football, clock stops on a first down. Panthers have 3 timeouts left.
Malachi Munoz stops him.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Panthers from their own 23-yard line.
Well, Matthews back in the game at linebacker.
Looks like this might be a play where you kind of just let someone go, right? You got a slot receiver with no one on him.
I tell you, we got Lidke all alone.
That's what Mella decides to run up the middle, gain about 3 yards.
Well, Knaus did a down and out at about 7, and Lidke did a kind of a skinny post. Or a post, but Lidke ran right into the safety. So
3rd and 5.
Falcons take a timeout, first time out of their half for the Falcons.
You know, it hasn't warmed up yet.
No.
I've been waiting.
Gonna wait a long time.
That moon that's a beautiful moon tonight, but it's not throwing off any heat.
Well, as long as the wind's not going,
that's
we're
exactly
okay.
Right.
Looking for a great dining experience when visiting historic downtown Plymouth? Then P.J. Campbell The Depot is a place for you. Authentic German dishes with an American twist. Located along the original 1859 railroad right-of-way, just 2 blocks from downtown. In 2011, Pat and Judy, first original depot built in 1912. Bar opens at 4 p.m. and dining at 5. Visit P.J. Campbell's at 114 Depot Road. Fanside. Bank First. At Bank First, you'll discover community banking is all about local people making local decisions to help make banking easy. Our ties to Plymouth area are strong and we're fully committed to our community. Visit us today and discover what makes Bank First an easy choice for all your financial needs. Bank First, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Panthers, they take their first time out. Going to the bag. You got a slot in the bottom of the screen. Lidke isolated at the top, but they look like they've almost been. Well, you got Nikolai and Lidke. That's a pretty good matchup, but I got to believe Litke's quicker.
Mella keeps the ball, gets sacked by a couple of Falcons.
It was well defended. It was well defended. For Kellen, probably was the best option he could use.
Noah Jacoby.
Falcons are going to take a timeout, so they'll have 2 timeouts left. 1:40 to go. Figure
Be 4th and 9.
they should get the ball somewhere around their own 45, unless there's a great bounce for the Panthers. That'd be about a 33-yard kick. Yeah, I looked. They were well covered.
Yep.
You know, Licky was running a cross at the first down, and
Sheboygan Falls
the receiver
timeout.
on the bottom basically ran a stop route and weren't open. So rather than throwing it away, Mel held on to it, tried to get it, didn't work out.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Look to play another down,
Well,
right? You don't
our
want to just
defense-
throw it away. You don't want to.
Our defense hasn't given up a point yet, and
Right.
you hope that continues. Let the defense take over. And they've rotated players. The starting line was Smurs, Spindler, and Lodwig, and they've rotated Nitasin for Lodwig. They've rotated Daviante Funchess, I think, was in at the nose. I don't know if somebody rotated for Wyatt Smurs or not, but so they've had a few faces, especially down in the line. Offensive in the line, not so much.
Can also under snapping the ball, Mel just drops back into the normal punt formation.
Again, they're standing at the 43, so that's about where it's when he gets off a good one.
Nikolai and Carpenter back for the Falcons.
Gets it
Nikolai
40.
catches it at their 40.
He's gonna get a
off
little
to the
bit.
left side. Trying to find a crease. Gets tackled by the Panthers.
So,
Nikolai returns Mella's.
Gained about 10 yards.
So they're inside the 50.
Territory.
So again, they have 2 timeouts. They've been throwing the ball a lot.
A lot of hitches. We'll see if we might get that hitch and go for the Falcons at this
But
point.
again, he
Ball
turns.
is placed
Thing
at
is,
the
he turns the way he's
48
throwing it,
first
Yeah.
down
and
Falcons.
because of that, the safety, unless he's way on the other side of the field, should be able to at least go over and help.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. Back into a huddle. The end of half with 1:34 to go.
Again, they get the ball to start the second half, or they should, based on the fact that they kicked off to start the game unless somebody goofed up.
Clemmy at quarterback. We got eagle formation for the Falcons. Gets a snap. Looks deep off to the right side to Carpenter, who's open. Oh, we got a
I don't
penalty.
know. I don't.
Not sure about that one. Looks like they're calling Struve on a pass
Ball is
interference.
intended for Carpenter.
Yeah, maybe, you know what? Well, we didn't
Penalty
see
marker on the
if
field.
there was a little push just before the ball got there.
Pass interference
Pass
is indicated
interference.
against the Panthers. That's
Not
a
sure about
15-yard
that.
penalty.
Yeah, it looked like, maybe just as the ball was coming, he shoved him in the chest. Then it looked like he made a great play in the ball, but
Either way, gives a first down for the Falcons. Brings the ball
tell you,
to the Panthers' 33-yard line.
The receiver
first
had
and
a
10.
little bit of room and sort of recovered very, very, very well.
You might see that again. Well, the Panther fans aren't happy about that call,
Well,
evidently.
That's okay.
Clemmy drops back to pass. Looking to his right. Nobody there. I think Carpenter did it in, and Clemmy was looking for an out.
Yeah, happens at every level.
Clemmy's pass is intended for Carpenter.
Brings up a second down
Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
from the Panthers' 33-yard line. Falcons in their no-huddle offense. Clemmy drops back to pass. Over the middle.
Well,
Catch by Nikolai.
Kurt Starner got another one.
Yeah.
Clemmy's pass is complete.
The
to
throw it's a little
Brought down there by
late. It's the job of the receiver to
Licky.
drive the defensive back.
near first down yardage.
There,
It'll be
you're right.
3rd and 2.
Nikolai's had a lot of nice catches for the Falcons tonight.
He's got good hands. He does.
3rd and 2 for the Falcons. Clemmy drops back. On an out to Carpenter, just overthrows him.
You know what, though? When Carpenter cut,
is
I was looking,
overthrown.
slowed up a little bit.
4th and 2 from
And that's
the
hard. So when you cut, you
Panther
kind of run
25-yard
sideways
line.
once in a while. Again, these guys, they're high school kids. It wasn't off by much.
Right.
But just that little bit made a difference on the throw. And again, pretty good coverage.
4th and 2 for the Falcons. Looks to option to the right. Matthew with the looks like he got a first down.
The
Gain
pitch
about
to Matthew.
5 yards.
48 seconds
He's
to
run
go.
down
They're gonna,
by Seth Connery.
48 seconds to go in the half. Panthers.
they cranked it in. Boy, they cranked it
First
in
down,
quick.
Falcons.
Holy cow.
Falcons with the ball.
Good for them.
Panther 20-yard line. Clemmy drops back to pass. Quick out. Incomplete pass.
They have had some confusion on
Clemmy's
that
pass
play a
intended
lot
for Caden
tonight.
Carpenter is wide. 2nd and 10.
35 seconds to go in the half. I think Falls has one timeout left.
They do. Panthers have 3. Falls has 1.
Sometimes you might, after a play like this, go back to huddle, get regrouped. Falcons with the snap. Clemmy gets the ball, looks to his left. Panthers with the rush.
Neatus. Oh, the Stork almost had him.
Clemmy picking up about 12 yards, gets out of bounds, stops the
clock.
clock.
Out of the pocket, but rolls ahead inside.
Jeb Neatus just
line
almost had him.
For the Falcons.
Neatus just about had him.
Yeah, he just.
But he didn't.
Brings up 1st and goal to go for the Falcons from their 8-yard line. Oh, looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Panthers. Coach Canales is going to take a timeout.
Plymouth Panthers.
Advanced Eye Care. Dr. Tim and Sherry Ziegler and the staff at Advanced Eye Care can provide all of your eye health needs, whether it's vision or eye health testing. A new pair of glasses from their wide selection of frames and contact lenses under the Guaranteed Contact Lens Success Program at Advanced Eye Care does it all. Visit Dr. Tim and Sherry Ziegler at 300 East Mill Street in downtown Plymouth. Van Horn. Van Horn opened its first dealership in 1966. As a neighbor for 50 years, they have now grown into 10 locations statewide with over 3,000 new and used vehicles to choose from Van Horn. Check them out at vanhornauto.com. It's as easy as a click of the button to find that perfect vehicle. Find your car in Van Horn and we'll be happy to deliver it. Visit Van Horn Auto.
So, we talked about this. It's the Falcons score. It's a huge drive for them.
Yep.
Panthers can hold them. It's huge for them.
Yeah, like you said, if Falls can score and then get the second half kickoff, it makes a big difference. 25 seconds to go in the half. Falcons first down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Climbing with the snap, looking to his right. Almost intercepted by Struve. We're right through his hands.
Great play by Ian. He was right there.
Read that perfectly.
Couldn't quite get it.
This is intended for Easton Moberg. Struve defending on the play.
Once again, Falls looking to throw that across the field pass. I think Plymouth is picking up on it. Late substitution for the Falcons.
Is it Thomas Clemmy, this Clemmy?
Yep.
And he's been effective right up the middle.
Yeah. Matthew with the run up to the left side, gain about 5 or 6 yards, gets down to about the 1-yard line.
On the left tackle.
Now they're in a situation where you probably can't, because it's 3rd down.
Yep.
You can't run the football. Because if
you
do and you don't get it, you can't get into the playoff.
Right.
2-yard line.
Yep.
You can run a
timeout, Sheboygan Falls. 3rd
and 2 from the 2-yard line.
So you can throw a pass if you miss, kick a field goal because they're only down 10 then.
This brings up this is the chess match that as fans of football love to see, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a great game. 2 good teams, 2 well-coached teams, and the Highway 23 rivalry.
Yeah,
the kids know each other.
Right.
You guys knew kids from Plymouth, right?
We all knew each
other.
other.
No, they didn't like you a lot, but that was.
Nor should they?
No, they did. They always did. You had a bunch of buddies from Plymouth.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be with social media nowadays.
Yeah,
the kids all know each other. They're all friends, but yet when they strap it on, it's still Plymouth versus Falls, and they all want that bragging right.
Yeah, it is. I had, Gary played in Richie Meesville. I don't remember, played against him from like 7th grade up. Well, Dan Canales' father-in-law was a year ahead of me in Plymouth. Then he moved to Falls, so I played against him. Now we went to the games in a horse and buggy.
Right. Get your hitching post. Get that.
Mike Griggs went to the games in the Flintstone mobile.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. Who's the snap to Clemmy? Quick out. No one there.
Brings up
a 4th and 2 with 9 seconds to go.
Well, their kickoff guy didn't look very good, so this might be a no-brainer if they don't have a good kicker.
I think Falls knows they have to go for it.
They have had so much trouble on that out where it just.
Yeah, it looks like one's zigging and the other one's zagging.
Nikolai has shown such good hands. If I'm, again, their coaches are good coaches, believe me. Might be the guy, just throw it up and see if he can get it.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 6'3".
He's got great hands.
Matthew up to God. Looks like they might have got him. Stop.
Hand off to Matthew.
That's a huge play.
Turnover on downs.
I tell you, they ran at Lodwig. That's not the guy I'd go at.
First down, Plymouth Panthers.
Huge goal line stand.
Great goal line stand by the Panthers. I'm actually, like you, Scott, a little surprised they would run at Ladwig.
Well, but you know what? Sometimes you run the play you think is your best play. And it was their best play. One of our best players, one of the better players in the state, stuffed the hole, but it wasn't just Evan Lodwig. It's Phil Miller, it's Lonzo Spindler, and now they got to make sure.
Looks like Mellon's going to go under center, just quarterback sneak and get out of the half. Just hang on to the ball. Looks like, yep.
Wants to
take it to halftime.
This is the pile forward and the half ends.
What a great sequence for the Panthers to come down and get to the halftime.
At
halftime, Panthers 13, Sheboygan Falls 0.
13, the Sheboygan Falls Falcons 0.
to the window and go get it out there? Out the window. There's somebody at the window.
And we're back to start the second half here at Finke Field as the Panthers are up 13-0 on the Falcons. Scott, what do you think each team was talking about at halftime? What are we looking at?
Well, for the Panthers, it's basically doing what they're doing. I'm sure there's a few things offensively they want to clean up a little bit, but they've moved the ball. They haven't turned it over. They've scored twice. And defensively be alert that what Falls may do differently. For Sheboygan Falls, they've been throwing it a lot. They've been throwing a lot of outs. Colin Kerr picked off the one and gave the Panthers an 18-yard field, and they scored on. And he picked off another one later, and he almost had a third. If I'm Falls, I would talk about we're going to try to do some more pops inside, some slants, and get Matthew running.
Right.
But our defensive line and linebackers have basically taken care of business. So Ansel Olsen will kick off to start the second half. Panthers up 13-0.
Matthew and Carpenter deep for the Falcons, kicking from the north to the south end of the field. Kick is taken by Carpenter at about the 11-yard line, off to the right side.
I was going to say, if I'm the coaches at the Falls, and again, they do a nice job. The one thing I'm going to remind me is we had two big holding penalties. Yep. One of them cost us a first down. We had to start from the 5. And another one, we had a kickoff. We were down inside the 30.
Right.
So if we take those two plays away, they're in pretty good shape. Oh, the referee just blew something in here.
Well, wants his football back. Someone wants a football back.
Yep, I don't know. Well, so we'll run the Panthers. Now the Falcons ran a no huddle in the first half, so it's hard to get all the starters, but we can get them in chunks.
Scott, looks like we have some more controversy coming on here. We got the referee coming over to talk to someone about oh boy. I don't know what's going on tonight with some of these official calls. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 30 or 28-yard line. Back to the no huddle. Clemmy back at quarterback. Just a straight dive to Matthew. John up the gut for about 3 yards.
You know, they have not been able to establish anything inside the tackles at all. And really outside. They haven't, you know, you haven't seen Matthew, as you said, is a very good running back to establish anything.
Clemmy with the roll-off, fake handoff, roll to the left. With the run, looks like he's going to get a first down out of that.
Bootleg out beyond the 40-yard line.
Good run by Clemmy.
Rolled out of bounds.
Starting defense in the second half. Number 5, Colin Kurtz picked off 2 in the first half. 6, Jack Glitke, defensive back. 13, Mateo Troca, outside linebacker. 17, Dominic Reeder, defensive back. 23, Ian Struve, outside linebacker. We'll get the rest after this play.
Clemmy back to quarterback, back to their no-huddle. Throwing deep again, just overthrows them.
Pass is intended for Dylan Grosskopf.
Seth Connery, 25, an inside linebacker. Phil Miller, 40, an inside linebacker. Wyatt Smurs, a defensive end. Evan Lodwig, 65, defensive end. Alonzo Spindler, whose 18th birthday it is, nose tackle. And Adam Miller, outside linebacker, number 83.
Clemmy with the pitch to the right to Matthew. Cut back up to the hole. Gain about 4 yards.
Across the 45-yard line.
Brings up a 3rd and about 6 for the Falcons.
Spindler on the tackle.
One of the coaches for the Panthers, Jeremy Ross, birthday today. We won't tell you the age on that one.
I'm sure he appreciates that. Snap to Clemmy. Quick out. Just through Carpenter's hands.
Clemmy's
brings up a 4th and 6 from
Carpenter.
Looks like the Falcons are going to go for it.
4th and 6 from the 45.
Well, the Panthers have sort of forced the Falcons into throwing the football.
Falcons are going to go for it. Oh, maybe not. Oh. No. Drop back to tipped. I think it was tipped and it was incomplete pass. I think someone got a hand on it at the line.
Its intended receiver, Jamison Nikolai.
They've run the same thing on 3rd and 4th and 4-5. So
45-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
A little surprised. I'm a little surprised by the Falcons for going for it. I thought they would just try to. They had some good field position.
They've come in here with the plan to be really aggressive, and they've sort of stuck with the plan. But on that one, they're giving the Panthers a 45-yard field now.
Mellon back at quarterback. Hand off to Troca off to the right side. Looks like about a loss of 1.
Hand off to Troca over the right side. Wrapped up quickly by Hayden Arnoldi, among others.
Yeah, that play worked very, very well last week. The Falcons obviously have scouted it, have it figured out pretty well. But the Panthers have had options. You know, they've been able to establish some running game that Falcons have not been able to establish any kind of running game. Credit to that Panther defense, the down linemen, inside and outside linebackers.
Lidke back at quarterback.
Lidke gets the direct snap, rambles
off to the right side.
38-yard line.
You know,
gain about 7.
The first game or so, we didn't know if Jack Lidke was running as hard as we thought maybe he could. That has changed. I think he just is carrying it so much more this year. He's doing heck. I mean, he picked up that final 4 yards just running people over.
Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Falcons with 9:36 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mela back at quarterback. Lidke in motion. Troca get the handoff up the right side.
He might have gotten it on that last little lunge.
Lunges ahead.
That second lunge got it. It got him a first down.
35-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
The Panthers, the yardage at half was equal. I can't tell you what it was, but it was equal. But the Panthers half controlled the line of scrimmage. Again, 2 big penalties hurt the Falcons in the first half. The Panthers have stayed relatively, they had a hold in the first half, but relatively penalty-free.
Lidke back at quarterback. They've been running a dive or fake dive and run to the right. Looks like we got a timeout, but Panthers take a timeout.
Timeout, Plymouth
Something didn't look quite right. So
Huberty, a destination for innovation and inspiration for our clients, employees, and communities. In an environment where our clients demand more than just traditional accounting services from their CPA, Huberty's mission is to be the most sought-after firm in our core area of accounting, analysis, strategy, and planning. We begin by learning about your unique needs to find the perfect mix of services for the phase of life or business you are in. Visit Huberty at 2831 Eastern Avenue. American Senior Benefits. If you're retiring and eligible for Medicare, turning 65, or just curious to find out if your plan is the right one for you, American Senior Benefits are here to help. Ryan Riley and Kristen Heidemann are experienced in providing personalized services to explain the guide to help guide you through the Medicare process and provide you through a free needs analysis. Visit American Senior Benefits with Ryan Riley and Kristen Heidemann at 1215 Eastern Avenue.
We'll give you that offensive lineup for the Panthers. Number 3, Jake Steiner, 1 receiver. 6, Jack Litke, quarterback at times, flanker at times. 13, Mateo Troca, running back. 7, Kellen Mella, quarterback. Once in a while splits out as he has right now at the top of the screen at what would be a flanker. On the line up to his right would be Ben Knaus at tight end.
Litke under center. Troca off the left side. Keeps his feet moving. Gained about 8 or 9 yards.
I'll tell you, Mateo Troca is the epitome of a north-south runner.
Yep.
He saw that hole, and he planted his left foot, and away he went. And he broke a nice one last week, but I tell you, he's going to get that plan. Picks up 8 yards, 6 yards. He's done a great job. Let's get the rest of that offensive lineup. 21, Logan Copping, 21, Logan Copping plays at fullback. Yep, they're up at the line.
Mel under gets a snap. Looks off to Schneider, but it looked like the Falcon was hanging all over him.
Yeah, but it was well defended. It was a good throw. Back at you here. Number 55, Ben Robinson at center. 57, Wyatt Smurs, left tackle. 65, you have Ludwig, right guard. 67, Alonzo Spindler, left guard. 77, Austin Zeveld at the right tackle spot. So that's the starting offense. You'll see 44, Jeb Needus come in. You'll see
Troca back at quarterback. Mella
come in.
Off to the right. Or not Troca, Litke out quarterback off to the right with the run. Might have got the first down.
Spins ahead for a couple of yards, near first down yardage. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
So the Panthers took over at their 40, at the Falls 45. They've gotten 21 yards, 2 first downs, under 8 minutes in the third quarter. The Panthers lead 13-0.
Mella lining up at wide receiver off to the right. Litke at quarterback. Troca in the backfield with him. Litke with the keeper. Running. Keeps his feet moving. Little spin action.
Takes the read option down inside the Falcon 10-yard line.
Gain about 14.
Plymouth Panthers.
Now, for people that wondered, he played quarterback his freshman and into his sophomore year. And they said, I remember last spring, I said, you're going to see them both, Mella and Litke, playing quarterback. And right now, they're not stopping Litke when he's carrying the football.
No, and he looks comfortable back there. Sometimes you put someone else back there, they don't look as comfortable at quarterback. But Litke certainly looks comfortable playing quarterback. As he is back there again. Here's the snap. Off, run to the left. Stops and cuts back. Gets down to about the 2-yard line.
He gets a great forward lean.
Yeah.
When they make contact, unless they make square contact, he's always moving forward.
Yeah, you don't see him going backwards hardly at all.
Gets down to the Falcon 2. It will be 2nd and goal.
Brings up a 2nd and 2 from the 2-yard line. See if the Panthers can punch this in.
You've got Litke at the bottom, Mella in the backfield. They run it right down the field. I don't think they're going to change anything here.
Mella with the snap up to the right side, in for touchdown, Panthers.
The right side, Ludwig and Ludwig. Knaus must have been outside too because the flanker. So Knaus, Zeveld, Ludwig, and then Ben Robinson at center. They just blew him off the line.
Olsen out to kick the extra point. Trying to make it 20
to attempt the extra point.
20-0 in the third quarter.
the way the Panther defense is played and the fact that it doesn't look like the Falcons have a long passing game, that's a big lead.
Yeah, and
anything can happen. If Matthew can get in the open, he can outrun some people. But
Olsen kick is up, and it is good.
Buried it.
6:25 to go in the third quarter. Panthers 20, Sheboygan Falls 0.
Sheboygan Falls Falcons 0.
At Francis Chiropractic Clinic, your health is your wealth. Dr. Dan and Dr. Gene Francis and staff believe that chiropractic care offers a complete wellness approach by taking a genuine interest in your overall well-being to help you at the top of your game and maintain a healthy lifestyle. This includes holistic, homeopathic treatments and nutritional counseling. Visit Dr. Gene and Dr. Dan Francis at 1005 Eastern Avenue, Plymouth.
You know, Hoppy, we talked about this earlier. It's so neat to see the kids playing, the band playing tonight, and it is important to get them back in school. So anything as a society we can do to help this, we need to do.
Yeah, there was a study out where they talked about how high school sports just doesn't help the kids physically, but more mentally than anything.
Well, and they're saying that the spread of this virus isn't coming from the schools. Now, the schools have had to close down a little bit, and they've done it. And I can tell I've talked to, because I visit a little bit when I'm working with the TV-14 stuff, but the kids have been good.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying. The teachers are trying. And so is most of the community. But you hear some situations, well, I don't want to do this, but if it helps get these kids in school, at the grade school, the middle school, the high school, college, and if it helps businesses, right now it's a mess. There's no question about it. But there's things that we can and we have to do to help each other out.
Hansel with the kick. John Matthews is going to take it at the 13-yard line, fumbled it a little bit, off to the left side. It's tackled.
Matthew returns the kickoff about 8 yards.
10 yards on that return. Let's see if Falls goes back into their hurry-up offense.
Well, they've been doing.
Down, Falcons.
The wheels have fallen off a little bit, you know. That failure to get that first down and given the short field and that drive, boy.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Yeah, movement.
Penalty marker on the field.
Offsides on the Panthers.
Offside indicated against Plymouth. That will be a 5-yard penalty.
Brings up a 1st and 5 for the Falcons.
Any little bright spot for the Falcons. Get a few first downs. Get them across the 50. The Panther defense has really been solid. Again, you've got Austin Ziefeld is playing with a little bit of a banged-up elbow, so he's only playing on the offensive side, and that means Lonzo Spinner plays that nose, and he's done a great job there. There's nothing there.
Clemmy with the handoff to Matthew looks like he got gain of 0.
There's just nothing there.
No.
Matthew on the dive.
Jeb Nidas with the plugged up the hole pretty well for the Panthers.
Gains about
falls back into their hurry-up offense. Brings up 2nd and 5. Looks like they got Falls with late substitution. Miller in for
Matthew couldn't get something wrong with his shoe.
Preston Miller with the carry up the gut. Gain about 4 or 5. Mike got a first down on that deal.
Now that's a little bit of a hole.
Balls forward near first down yardage.
Giving them the first down.
First down, Plymouth Panthers.
Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Falls Falcons. Clemmy with the handoff to Miller, up the middle again. Whoa, he's broke one.
Yeah.
Miller to gain about.
Preston Miller finds a
whatever they did, made a little blocking adjustment. It's worked on 2 runs, and Justin Miller's looked good.
40, first down.
And if you're the Falcons, that's a little ray of light. If you're the Panthers, you got to stiffen it up a little bit.
Yeah, the game's not over if you're. Miller with the handoff up the middle again. This time stopped by Ladwig.
Well, Ladwig came back, and I watched him. He shucked the tackle, blocking him, and then made the play coming down the line.
The progress.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Falcons from Plymouth's 36-yard line. Is that Preston Miller again?
Miller again straight ahead, picks up a couple, 3 yards.
Gain about 3 yards and bring up a third and about 4.
Third and
Preston
4.
Miller's got a little life in his step, doesn't he?
He's...
The Panthers now, they've given up some yards in the first half, but they've gotten tough inside the 35, 40-yard line.
Miller again with the handoff. Looks like he got about 2.
Short
of a first
inside
down.
the 30. The down marker is
line.
just inside the 29, so it's 4th and 1.
4th and a long one.
Falcons are going to go for it at this point, which I don't blame them.
Yeah, they went for 4th and 4 in their own territory.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you're profound watching this. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, glasses always half full for me.
I'm learning a great deal.
Miller still back in the backfield with Clemmy. Clemmy gets a snap.
Doink.
Keeper off to the right side. Clemmy is going to pick him off 5 yards, get a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah. Good and excellent fake by Clemmy.
Outside and gets to the Panther 25-yard
For the Panthers, Copping, he has the dive back, and he came in and popped him, but he didn't have the ball.
1st and 10 for the Falcons from the Plymouth 24-yard line. Hand off to Miller.
Miller, another dive play.
Miller's been patient at the line. Now, if you can hold him to a 2-yard gain, now they're going to give Spindler. I've surprised Alonzo Spellman how many times. Alonzo Spindler, a little breather, brings Eveld in, so he evidently is good enough to play a little bit on defense.
2nd and 8 for the Falcons. Hand off to Miller, up the middle again. He's got a big gain here. Brings it down to about the 6-yard line.
Inside the Panther 10-yard line.
Well, they figured something on
22-yard run.
Just when we thought that they weren't going to get much because the defensive line had been so stout, they've found a little key. And it's right up the middle.
Yeah. Preston Miller's had a nice series here for the Falcons. Another handoff up the middle for Miller, in for a touchdown.
Like the parting of the seas.
The line in the end zone for a Sheboygan Falls touchdown.
Well, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Falcons have a spark of life for sure.
Oh.
Extra point, they get within 13. That before the end of the first half, that hold 1st and goal at the 8 by the Panthers looks even bigger now.
Yep.
Kevin Roche, the kicker. Carpenter, the hold.
Here's the snap, and the kick is up, and it is. You got it good.
You don't have to make it by a lot.
That's right. With 3:05 to go in the third quarter.
Panthers 20.
Sheboygan Falls 7. Plymouth 20.
Falcons 7.
Well, Falcons are on the board. That was an impressive drive. Preston Miller, Matthew went out to fix his shoe. It's sort of like Lou Gehrig taking over at first base.
Is that the Wally Pipp moment here?
Yeah, boy, he came in, he just right down the field. Now, obviously, there were some things that happened in the line, but they made it happen.
Well, the series will be an interesting one for the Panthers if we can hopefully get a long drive.
Well, their kicker, his first kickoff didn't land. It landed ball at the 35, and we missed the ball. We were too aggressive trying to just pick it up and go. But he does not kick it real deep. Or he did not on that one. He's only had one, so.
Is it the same? We got the same kicker?
No, different guy. So you're going to have.
It's hard to see the numbers from there when you.
Kurtz and Lidke back. Saw Struve kind of hobbling coming off. Looks like they're stretching him out down there.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah,
we can get him back in the game.
Looks like what they're doing is just trying to stretch him. But Kurtz has returned kickoffs. He's had a nice game.
Yeah, Clemmy now looks like Clemmy's kicking off for the Falcons.
He's up the kickoff.
Isaac Clemmy kicks it off.
Nice cut by Kurtz.
Kurtz makes a couple nice cuts. He's getting out there. Brings the ball across the 50-yard line for the Panthers.
I'll tell you what Kurtz did right there, some of that you can't teach. He just was able to find the hole, make that one leg plant and cut.
Nice return for the Panthers.
They're back in Falls territory.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from Sheboygan Falls' 46-yard line.
Likely to be, we don't know the playoff. There'll be a little, like a mini playoff. This could be the last night on the field for the Panther seniors.
Lipke in motion. Troka with the handoff with no gain.
Handoff to Troka for
looks like Sheboygan Falls got a little bit of life in them.
What can help take the life out of them is a nice first down.
Yeah, if we can just get we don't need to score right away, but we can just get a nice drive and get a first down.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Litke back at quarterback. Gets the snap, running to the right side. Getting hit in the backfield. Looks like he barely got back to the line of scrimmage for the Panthers.
That could have been
slammed to the ground.
He could have been knocked back about 4 or 5 more yards.
No gain on the play.
So it's amazing what a touchdown will do for you on defense.
Yes,
isn't it?
Right. You can hear the Falls crowd getting back into this game with 1:50 to go in the third quarter.
There's a lot of time left in the game, for sure.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers.
So you got
Mella drops back, gets hit. Matthew with the hit as he was releasing it. Ball goes right into the ground, brings up a 4th down.
It looked like...
Oh, and Mella's staying down.
It looked like Kellen was a little focused on one guy down the field, so... What last thing you want to do is players administering first aid. But they've had it done to them so many times. Looks like the same thing, that he's just getting a little cramp taken away. You wouldn't think when it's about 33 degrees out they'd have a lot of cramps, but evidently they do.
Well, Scott, I'm just going to get back to some of our TV14 backers because we're very fortunate here in Plymouth to have such great community support. So we have the Paddock Club, Miller and Bolt, Piggly Wiggly of Plymouth, 2020 Visions, Meyer Motors, State Farm, Waldo State Bank, Four Seasons Comfort. Brings up 4th down for the Panthers, 4th and 10 with the 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Jack Litke now punting.
And he's a good punter. He's a good punter as well.
Here's a snap from Knaus. Here's a kick. Low line drive kick. Falls, lets it go. Good bounce for the Panthers. They touch it down at the 10-yard line.
First down, Falcons.
So the Falcons held on defense. Impressive defensive series for the Falcons. Now we'll see if the Panther defense can get back to their stuffing ways.
Yep.
Whatever the Falls saw, I don't know if it's the change in the running back. We'll see if you have the number 6 instead of number 5 in there, because he really ran well.
Well, looks like John Matthews back in at quarterback. Oh, excuse me. Preston Miller's back at running back. Preston Miller with the handoff up front, stuffed by a host of Panthers.
Spindler and Lodwig are on that side, so yeah, he lost something on it.
Preston Miller, a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down 11 for the Falcons with a minute to go in the third quarter. Clemmy gets the snap, drops back to pass. Looks like he's going to take off running now. Stays on his feet, gains about 4 yards.
Around the right end for a gain
open
of
field. Adam Miller got a piece of him to bring him down. That's all you wanted to do. If he gets past Adam, he's going to pick up 7, 8 more yards.
I'm actually a little surprised that Clemmy hasn't run more.
Well, he's had more success running it than throwing it.
Yep. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Clemmy gets the snap, drops back to pass. Overthrows Carpenter. Oh.
Clemmy's pass is intended.
There's a flag on the play.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
I didn't see it. There's no such thing in high school as it's thrown over his head. It could be a penalty, it could be a... There's no uncatchables
No
in high school.
uncatchable.
There's no such thing. But
is indicated against Plymouth, a 15-yard.
Boy, it looked like
Sometimes-
it looked from us that the ball's already past the receiver when he made contact.
Yeah, and it looked like the official that was on the backside of him. So if
When the ball
there
is
was a
spotted,
play, you
it'll
would
be
think the
first down,
deep
Falcons.
official would have thrown the flag instead of the one at the line. I don't know if he's trying to make a name for himself tonight, or maybe the Falcons coaches have been working.
Again, we're a long ways away, but just looked like the ball was past the receiver when contact was made.
First and 10 for the Falcons from their own 30-yard line. 24 seconds to go in the quarter. Handoff to Matthew, who gained about 1.
Now they ran, and that one I watched, and they were running a trap, but it looked like both the guard and the tackle were pulling. Which, well, that's hard, but there was nothing there for Matthew.
About half a yard.
I think Falls is just going to let the clock go out and get to the fourth quarter.
And that is the end of the third quarter of play. The score, your Plymouth Panthers 20.
At the end of 3,
Falcons 7.
Plymouth 20, Falls 3. The start of the fourth quarter. Scott, I know to people at home, we probably make this look easy, but there's a lot of people around here that we have to thank that make our jobs as easy. Starting with Kurt Zolpet, our cameraman, and then Gary Kaiser inside the high school.
With a couple kids helping them, and it's neat when you watch the broadcast. I got to do it sitting in Dexter, just outside Ann Arbor, Michigan, where the sponsor comes up when we read a sponsorship. You had Briggsy, the president of the TV14, and Conrad Kaskowski, the treasurer. All little things behind the scene that help us do these broadcasts. And we've had a lot of compliments that they can sit and watch these games because it's hard. Only so many people can be in the stands.
Yeah, the last number of weeks, I think between Scott and you and myself and Briggs and Kurt, probably about 20 to 30 people have stopped us and just thanked us for doing these games.
And then they're changing the way you can access it. We'll have to see exactly what it is. We almost should get some more out so people can watch. But we're doing all the away football games now because we can.
Right.
We logistically can. We've been doing that for years and years and years.
Yeah.
We're going to do the home basketball boys and girls live. Hopefully we can get a lot of those in.
2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Looks like we got a false start to start the quarter.
Well,
push back Falls.
84 out here moved. Procedure. Yep.
Illegal procedure indicated against the Falcons, a 5-yard penalty.
Push them back 5 yards and bring a 2nd and 15 to start the quarter. Falls back into their no huddle. Clemmy calling the plays from the line of scrimmage. Gets a snap. Hand off to Matthew up the middle. Got a little gain. Got about 13, 14 yards.
Possibly a touchdown-saving tackle by Lidke.
Gain of 15 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, they're making hay right inside the guard center guard gap.
Well, we gave them a first down, so it brings 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
That tackle trap is what this one was.
Matthew up the gut again.
So to explain it, somebody on the top side of our defense was let go. And the tackle on the right tackle pulled and kicked him out. But it takes a down block and a linebacker. Then you kick out that tackle. That might be, if that's something they were running and it didn't work, and it is now, but it's been working.
2nd and 3. Hand out to Matthew up the left side. Gets stopped. Another penalty for the far side official.
Matthew on the carry for minimal yardage.
What do we got here for a penalty? Looks like a holding on the Falls.
Holding is indicated against the Falcons, a 10-yard penalty.
Well, move them back.
The Falls coach is howling face mask. We thought it might have been, but it might have been just grabbing them up around the shoulders.
Yep.
But here again, they're moving the ball, and it's a tough call.
The spot foul moves them back 10, which will make it 2nd and 11. We'll see if they do go back to the dive with Matthew. The tackle trap. Clemmy in shotgun formation. Keeps the ball, passes out to Groschek.
Good throw.
Good catch. Nice pass by Clemmy.
Reeder was trailing him a little bit, but that was a really nice over the throw. Best throw of the day.
Yeah, by
tonight,
far.
I think, by Clemmy.
Yep. Nice toss. Picks up a first down for the Falcons to the Panther 39-yard line.
Under 11 to go in the fourth quarter. Falcons trail by 2 scores.
Matthew with the handoff up the middle. Carrying a host of Panthers.
First line. Gain of about 11 yards. First down.
Bringing Zeveld in. Spindler gets a little breather.
First and 10. Matthew with the carry.
Nothing there.
Fumble. Is there a fumble there? Heard some fumble
tried
call.
To bounce it outside, but pulled down after a short game.
They didn't run it. I couldn't pick up a trap on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Falcons.
4 downs for sure.
Yep.
No, they haven't. I'll tell you, Clemmy is more than capable of putting it in the stomach and pulling it out of the back stomach and carrying himself. There's a
pitch
guard,
off to the left.
guard trap on that one. They pull the right guard. It's unusual to toss it. They pull the right guard, so they've been pulling more people. I just didn't catch it in the first part of the game, but
brings up 3rd and 3. Falcons back in the hurry-up offense. Matthew with the dive up the middle. Looks like Ladwig with the stuff.
Lodwig slices in. Evan Lodwig slices in.
He's having a really nice game for the Panthers tonight.
Matthew in the
you thought he's listed as the 7th best offensive tackle in the state, but defensively right now he's got to be up there as well. He gets off the ball. He's athletic.
Brings up 4th and 4.5 to 5 yards for the Falcons. It's a big play for the Panthers if we can get a stop. Climbing with this drop back, looks across the middle. Nikolai with the catch, touchdown Falcons.
I'm not so sure he was throwing it to Nikolai.
No, I think he was throwing it to Groschek.
I'll tell you what, I said before, the way the Panthers defense was playing, that's a big hill to climb, but the Falcons have climbed the hill. They're sitting up in pretty good shape right now.
They're right back in this game. If people think this game was over, they're
certainly
mistaken.
Extra point for the Falcons is huge.
Yeah.
Because it gets them within 6.
There we go. Here's the snap, and the kick is no good.
Roush's kick is unsuccessful.
So 9:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
7-point ball game.
Panthers 20, Sheboygan Falls 13.
Falcons 13.
The Panthers just need to get a good drive.
Yeah.
And just
nothing fancy. Just
Mellors looks like he's fine. He's up and walking around. He's going to be gimpy, for a while because he's got a high ankle sprain. But he looks better tonight.
Yeah, he looks much better tonight than he did last week at Berlin.
So Struve's back in. I'll tell you, after Kurtz's return, I thought he might keep the job a little bit, but go with the guy that got the job. Ian Struve's back, so he and Litke will be returning the kickoff. And they're both good. They're both quick.
This is where it becomes interesting. I assume Falls will kick it deep, but boy, they've done some stuff tonight that makes you think they might try to onside or kick it short, especially after the last return.
Well, they haven't kicked it very far. He just doesn't have the leg to kick it that far. I think Kurtz caught it at about the 15, almost the 20. The last time he kicked it,
Jack Litke and Ian Struve back for the Panthers.
Now, one of the keys, Panthers, no turnover.
Yep, you got to hang on to the ball, play smart, but still be aggressive. Be quick, but don't hurry.
Tees up the ball for the kickoff.
I got to write that down.
Climbing with the approach and the kick.
Struve with the ball.
Catches it at the 20. Following his blockers. Gains about.
He gets it up to the 38. That's great field position.
Yeah. Get about 18 yards on a return.
Yard line, a 17-yard return. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
Now, in the last series, when they stopped Lidke on everything he had been doing. But they're going to put him at QB to start with. Mello out at the flank. They're playing single safety right now. So they move somebody else up into the box.
Bubble snap.
Lidke picks up a yard. Yeah, bobble snap. That could have been catastrophic.
Good hand-eye coordination with that snap. Not to let the ball get to the ground. Gained about 1 yard after that snap. That's quite the accomplishment for the Panthers. Brings up second and then 8.5, 9. 8:38 to go in the game. Panthers up 20-13 over the Falcons.
Get a first down. I mean, that's not such a profound statement. Get a first down. Get back. Get your field legs back underneath you.
Pass out to
Lidke.
And we're going to get a personal foul, I think, on the Panthers.
Looks like a frustration penalty on the Panthers. Might bring them back 15 yards. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you learn a lot about yourself when you're in these situations.
Right.
That was just foolish mistake.
Personal foul is indicated against Plymouth.
Brings the ball back though. Brings a
15-yard penalty.
Yeah, play design. The Falcons played it well.
Yep.
It will be second and
a couple
25.
things you can do. You can play it safe and just see if you can break somebody for a long run, or you can try to throw it as far as you can. And the worst thing that happens is an interception. You pick up 35 yards.
Lidke at quarterback. Gets the snap. Takes off running up the right side. Cuts back to the middle. Gains about, brings about 10 to 12 yards for the Falcons. Makes third down a little more manageable for the Panthers.
12-yard scamper there.
Fourth down.
Oh, fourth down.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a loss of down. Sorry.
Yeah. It was after the play.
After the play.
Yard line.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I should have helped you.
Yeah. Well, once again.
I really apologize.
Left me on an island all by myself. I get it. That's what friends are for.
Yeah, a boat without a rudder.
Right.
Lidke in punt formation.
Oh, that shouldn't happen. Nice snap.
Lidke with the kick.
Nice kick.
Kicks it deep to Nikolai. Catches it at the 26-yard line for the Falcons. Takes off to the left side.
We lost outside contain.
Got at the wall. There's a wall set up for the Falcons.
Nikolai returns the ball on the Lidke punt into Panther territory.
32-yard return.
Yeah, outside contain. I know how you do it.
40-yard line.
Falls has done. They have done this for years.
Yep.
And it's a return towards the bench or return away from the bench. They got the picket fence set up, and the outside contain guy got nosy, and they're sitting at the 40 now.
Yep.
7 minutes to go in the game.
They used to call it their first offensive play. Was running, getting the wall set up. Preston Miller back in running back up the left side, gaining about 5 yards.
The ball carrier goes over the left side for about 5 yards.
Well, what we were doing well for about 2/3 of the game. We're not getting penetration on the defensive line. Right now, the Falcons are controlling the line of scrimmage.
Miller again up the middle. Their hurry-up offense seems to be wearing out Panthers a little bit.
Well, not only that, but he stopped behind the line, but he was able to pick up that extra yard. Right now, that extra yard is huge.
Kevin Ludwig
brings up 3rd and 4 for the Falcons.
Again, I would guess it's 2-down territory, Oppie.
Yeah. Miller up the middle.
Preston Miller finds a gap.
I'll tell you what they do on that.
12-yard run there for Preston Miller.
They double-team the nose, guard the center. They bring the opposite guy, and he kicks out the tackler defensive end. And that's what I watch the play. That's exactly what they're doing. And what you have to do is the nose tackle has to really fight the guard. Linebacker has to step up in the hole. It didn't happen.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. Quick pitch to the right side. John Matthew keeps his legs running.
Now
picks up 7.
Gets down to the 15-yard line.
Picks up about 8 or 9. certainly a tale of two different halves.
The
first half where Falls was passing the ball all over the place, and now they're just running.
Well, and we scored, and I said, boy, that's a big hill. But they have just said enough.
John Matthew up the gut. Looks like he's touchdown. Falcons. Looks like he got the ball and reached over.
I would not be shocked to see them go for 2 because their kicker's a little shaky.
Yeah. I think. Looks like yep. Looks like Falls is going to go for 2 on here. Try to go up by 1.
What their play has been. Now it's different down here because everybody's brought up so far.
Right. This will be interesting. I think they'll run the dive play again, or Columbia will roll to the right or left and keep it.
The Falcons line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's the Columbia gets a snap, drops back to pass. Oh,
I'll tell you what. Defensive back is just stood in his way.
Yeah.
Penalty marker on the field.
Number 10 for Falls made a good inside cut on him.
Unless they're going off, that's a pass interference.
I didn't think it was pass interference.
Holding is in
there wasn't. That one I could see.
The distance to the
defensive back just came to the inside and he basically shielded him. You can legally do that.
Well, the kid from Falls made a nice cut to the inside. Panther kid got burned. I don't think that was a very good call. But that's why we're up here and the refs are down there.
Well, that one, though, you could watch. The defensive back took away the slant is what he did. And he didn't grab him to do it. He just got his way, which you can do. You don't have to give him a spot on the field.
So we're going to go for 2 again. From now they're going to move the ball up to about the 1.5 yard line. This is where I expect just to hand the ball off to John Matthew and up the gut, gets in for 2.
I thought they had it.
Matthew breaks the play.
Phil Miller is in the backfield, but nobody helped him out.
Yep.
So the Falcons scored 21 points in the last 8 minutes.
Yes.
In the last 8 minutes. No, Phil Miller shot a gap. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you shoot. He didn't overrun the running back. Running back made a cut, but there was nobody else filling. Well, it's up to the Panther offense now, starting with the kickoff return. Boy, I could be wrong. But, again, you're right. Officials are right down there, and I give them credit, and it's getting harder and harder to find officials. But it looked like the defensive back basically ran in front of them.
Yep.
And you can do that. You can't grab him, you can't shove him. But he ran. The slant pass is his as much as the receiver. The receiver, he certainly didn't grab him going out to the outside. But what may have been seen down there, but that we couldn't see, was a little bit different. But it was a huge play. But we still had a chance down here. We had penetration in the backfield, and we didn't have anything else coming in to help out.
Well, Columbia will be kicking off again for the Falcons with 5:29 to go in the game.
Oh, a lot of times the Panthers have 2 timeouts. They've moved the ball well.
Then we'll get a run back here. We got Struve and Litke back for the Panthers.
The only thing I don't know right now is Mella's condition, because that last series he didn't play quarterback at all.
Nope. Columbia with the kick, kind of a squibber.
Pick it up and get what you
can. Picked up by Struve. Picks up at the 20-yard line. Gets a little breakaway.
And he did a great job.
Gets about 15 yards on the return.
Finds a bit of room and brings the ball up to the Panther
38 looks like.
37-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
Oh, we have a penalty on the play. Oh, holding against Plymouth.
There is a penalty marker on the field and a penalty.
Well, they are shooting themselves in the foot, to say the least.
So the Panthers will take over at their own 25-yard line.
Remember we talked about they haven't had many penalties?
Yeah.
Way to go, Scott. Well, the good news here, it's still a first down.
Yeah.
It takes away 15 yards of field position.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own.
Our
25.
line has to reestablish themselves now on offense.
Mella back at quarterback. Gets the ball, runs to the left, picks Picks up about 10 yards.
Up to the 35-yard line. First down.
Now, once he turns and runs straight, he can go. It's when he has to make some of those cuts. Big first down for the Panthers. Again, a lot of time.
Yeah, no need to panic. He's got 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 35-yard line. Mela gets the snap off the left side, carries it again for about 7 yards.
Again moves to the left
Again,
side.
he plants and cuts.
Pickup of about
running behind that time, Smers and Spindler on the left side. Ben Robinson at the center as well.
Thomas Clemmy on the tackle.
Second and about 3.
3.5.
Troka in the backfield with Mela. Troka hasn't touched it in a while.
Litke's in the backfield. Litke gets the ball off to the right side. Mela with a nice block. I think we might have got a first down on that.
Litke gets the direct snap.
It's really close. I think they marked it just a little bit short.
Down yardage.
It's going to be a right foot, left foot. If he puts it by his left foot, it's a first down.
Well,
Put it by his right foot.
Yeah. We're about
3rd and inches.
3 inches short.
Now, if you're Falcons, you can sell out. If Mel is it, he's going to go under center.
Yeah, we're just going to quarterback sneak it, I think. We're just going to get the first down here. Everyone's set. Oh, fumbled it. Fumbled it. Looks like.
Fumble on the play.
Not sure who recovered it.
Plymouth recovers, but loses a yard.
That might be what you call a tap snap, where you don't call something, you just tap the butt of the center and go.
It's been a long one.
But, again, how many mistakes can you make? Hopefully no more.
3:26
Who gets
to go
the
in
ball?
the 4th quarter.
Or you just let Mela carry another one?
Well, it will be interesting. Yeah.
The right side of the offensive line, the stronger side of the two.
Troka with the handoff up the gut, breaks it, cuts back left.
Let's see if he can outrun him, Mateo. Come on,
30, 20,
come on, Mateo,
10, stopped at the 5. And we got a face mask early.
Face mask as well.
Looks like a personal foul, too. We got down to about the 4-yard line.
The Italian stallion almost got it.
It was like about a 50-yard run with a penalty add to it. So we should be
half the distance.
1st and goal to go from the 2, I would imagine, right? If they're at the 4,
about the 1
or 1.5.
Should be inside the 2. Let's see what.
Against the Falcons, that will be.
Boy, Troka made a nice run there.
Goal penalty.
Well, it was a great hole, but let's give the line credit. Great hole, and he made a cut. Usually he just runs somebody over, but he made a cut, and they had an angle, and at the end, that little stop, he almost flipped himself into the end zone.
Litke at quarterback. Mela splits out to the left. Got the snap to Litke up to the right side. Dives in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, they responded. They made some mistakes. They're kids. That's going to happen, but they responded.
How do you go for 2 on this, Scott, or you just?
Well, if you go for 2, you're up. I don't know.
5.
You're up 6. That's a tough call. I don't think it makes a lot of difference, to be honest with you, because you're up 6. If you get it, it's 28. No.
Well, you're up 5 now.
You're up,
so if you don't get it, they just score.
Yeah. So you go for 2. You're up 5. You go for 2. You're up 7. What do you run here, Oppie?
I think they're just going to go back to what's got an arrow. Mela's going to run to the left. I think they're going to get direct snap. He's going to run to the left.
Give him a pass run option.
Oh. I think they were trying to do the old Philadelphia.
Mel was going out for the pass.
When the Philadelphia Eagles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. I think they're trying to set up a pass.
2:41. Falls has 3 timeouts. It's up to the defense. It's as simple as that. Start with a great kickoff and contain their kick returner. Ansel Olsen is going to kick it around the 15 to the 10. Yeah, it's one of those where. So, now again, we talk about high school football, offense, defense. A lot of those kids play both ways. You know, when you look at the Panthers, Litke's both ways, Smers both ways, Lobbins both ways, Phil Miller a lot, Copping a lot. Jake Steiner plays offense and defense, so, it's just how it is.
Well, one thing's for sure, Scott. This is a typical Sheboygan Falls
it's fantastic.
Football game.
I thought I thought the way the Falcons defense or Panthers are controlling things on defense, Falcons offense was struggling, and all of a sudden they found a key. They opened the door somehow, and it was inside.
Boy, and they got some momentum.
Wilson tees up the football for the kickoff.
Panthers will be kicking from the south to the north. We've got John Matthew and Caden Carpenter back to receive for the Falcons. Here we go with the kickoff. Nice kick.
To the 5.
Carpenter gets it at the 5.
Well, they turned him in. 14 turned him in. It's the same spot, though.
Carpenter with a big return. Across the 50, down to the 41-yard line of the Panthers.
No, it was the same spot they returned it last time. We turned it in. It was never in the second wave. It just isn't getting where they got to be.
Nice return by Carpenter. The one thing Plymouth didn't want was a big return.
Well, we said, hey, there's 3 phases of football: offense, defense, special teams. And right now, that's 2 big returns. One of them was brought back, luckily for the Panthers, but this time, the reality is, though, they got to go 41 yards to score a touchdown in 2:30, but with 3 timeouts.
Yep. We'll see if Sheboygan Falls starts to pass or if they go back to the run game. Climbing back at quarterback, gets a handoff to Matthew. No gain.
Handoff is to Matthew.
Lodwig came all the way down the line again. Troca from his linebacker spot. I think Mateo Troca is running on fumes a little bit, but he'll give it everything he's got.
Both teams are running on fumes. That's what's great about high school sports right here. Columbia gets the ball.
Somebody went to the wrong side.
The loss of about 2 yards.
Stopped in the backfield.
That wasn't a fake. It was just the guy went the wrong way. Hey, to Clemmy's credit, he hung on to the ball.
Yeah. Brings up 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, both teams, this is great football. We obviously have a little bias, but the Falls kids and their coaches done a great job. The Panthers rallied back.
If I'm Falls, I'm looking at number 10, Nikolai. He's had a nice game for the Falcons. Here's the snap to Clemmy, drops back to pass, looking to his left.
Oh, no pressure at all.
Nikolai catches it. We gained about 10, but they're still short about 2 yards.
3-man rush by the Panthers. So now you got some, but with 4th and 4.
About a minute to go in the game. 4th and 3 for the Falcons. I'm surprised they haven't taken a timeout. They get up to the line of scrimmage. This could be the ball game, folks. There we go.
Falcon
We're going to take a timeout.
Panther timeout.
Oh, Panthers take a timeout.
That might be just to give them a breather, to be honest with you. So, Hoppy, the Falcons have had success with a couple of things. One, that little trap. But their touchdown was a pass. They just completed a pass here for a 8-9 yard gain when they needed 13. So it's a big gain, but it's always been a quick comeback.
Right.
And you're right, both Nikolai and Carpenter, but Nikolai especially has shown great hands all night.
Yeah, he runs some nice routes. He's crisp on his running. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a hitch to him.
You're catch-22 a little bit. Jeb Needus really does a great job at defensive end when just getting in the way because he's so big.
Right.
However, running the football, you're Smurr and Lod would just have a little more strength. So I think they'll stick with the 2 senior kids. I'm trying to see if it's Zeveld or Spindler at nose. I can't pick the number. As I said, Zeveld has I don't know if he sprained his elbow. He had something wrong with his elbow. Well, one thing it won't be a tie.
Nope. Pretty quiet now. We got a lot of everyone's.
Tell you, for the small crowd we got, they're making a lot of noise. I think they're doing it to keep warm. All right, so you got Spindler is at nose.
The one thing Falls hasn't done, they haven't gone back to the other Clemmy down the middle.
Right. Right, you are right.
Clemmy with the snap, hand off to Matthew. It looks like he's short.
He's short for sure.
Short by about a yard.
Surges ahead.
But
I think that's a turnover on downs.
48 seconds.
And Falls has got 3 timeouts.
Falls has 3 timeouts.
Panthers take over on down.
Probably now. There's a couple things. It's about ball security now.
Yeah.
Plymouth Panthers.
You're either going to have probably Mella or Troka or Licky just have the ball.
Right.
And if it's Licky at quarterback, it's going to be Licky having the ball. A first down, this game's over.
Troka looks like Matthew with the initial hit. Troka hangs onto the ball. Boy, you got a shot by Matthew.
Immediately wrapped up and loss of maybe 2.
Falls takes a timeout as quick as he can.
Well, it was only 6 seconds. That was he just shot a gap. Tell you, Matthew's a nice football player.
Boy, he's had a heck of a game.
Sheboygan Falls Falcons.
There's not a team in the state that I don't think would want a kid like that on their team.
It's a nice team. I mean, they really are. You don't want to get too tricky, but that might be one where I don't know. We run a little bit of a fake dive and let Mella keep it.
Yeah. Try to get to the outside and stay in bounds, though. You don't want to go out of bounds.
The quickest kid in the team is Licky. If he gets free, he's going to get a little bit more. Mella's a little limited because of his ankle. Troga carried it 50 yards, play of the game in some ways. Well, there's been a lot of plays of the game. We aren't going to throw the ball.
No. Well, it looks like Mella's splitting out to the left, so we're going to have
Licky carrying it.
Licky at quarterback, and he could probably carry it. He's had a lot of success tonight.
And you're looking at 1, 2. There's 10 in the box. Well, if he gets outside, look out.
Yeah, there we go. Hang on to the ball.
Licky gets the snap, takes it around the left.
It's about 10-yard carry.
A 8-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3.
That was great patience by Jack Licky on that.
Timeout, Sheboygan Falls.
I mean, great patience.
Well,
they brought the house.
Yeah, Falls got 9 guys in the box, and they all came. So if we can just get through that initial line of scrimmage, when we get a first down, then the game will be over. But as we know, game's never over until 0-0-0 is on the board.
Yeah. Well, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, it looked like the game was.
Yeah.
For all practice, it wasn't over, but it was going to be a real tough climb for the Falcons. But boy, they got on their horse and they did a heck of a job.
Looks like they went back to the basics of what got them here and got them right back in the game.
Well, the last play that didn't get a first down, you went to your best running back, a play that's been working, and the Panthers, they made the play. Nothing against the call or against the Falls kids. The Panther kids just played a little bit better on that play. Now, if the Panthers do play next week, Falls was scheduled to play Omro. Omro decided to end their season.
Yep.
I don't know if there's any reason other than they just said, So you got Mella down here. Licky's going to get the ball. You got everybody within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage. If he gets through it, he's going to score.
Here's the snap.
Oh, bad snap.
Up to the left side.
Oh.
Boy, is he close to the fourth down. I'm not sure he got it.
It's going to be again. They had to get. If it's past the line.
No, he doesn't have it. I think he's short by. Oh, now we're going to measure. Oh. Better late than never. We're going to finally get a measurement out of tonight.
Well, my brother John's over there, and Stevie Rosen. Randy Schmidt.
Yeah.
I can't see who the other guy is.
Is that Billy over there? No, not Billy.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
It's going to be close from our vantage point, man. It looks like they're right on the.
It is.
First down by a nose. Holy cow.
Plymouth Panther.
I don't think you could have got any closer than that.
We got the left foot on that.
Yeah, we got the left foot. Wow.
Well, Falls still has 3 timeouts.
Didn't they take their timeout?
That's what it says.
Oh, that's what it says on the board.
No, they've taken them. It still says on the board.
I don't know what they have left. But I think Plymouth's going to take a knee. So they must be out.
They can let it run out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says on the scoreboard. I thought, what the heck?
Mello gets the snap, takes a knee, and that will be the ball game, folks.
So,
wow, what a game.
If the Plymouth Panthers go to Kewaskum next week, and we will be live from, you and I will do it again. If they win, they will win the conference.
Yes.
They would, if they lose at Kewaskum, it would be called a tie. If there was anything else, it would be because they beat the Falcons. But wow, what a football game, though!
Yeah, it's a typical Falls Plymouth game, and congratulations to both teams. Both kids, both teams played as hard as they could.
Oh, that was about as even as you can get. Yeah. It looked like it was done, and the Falcons just came back and played fantastic. Again, I said, two really good teams, well coached, but the game is over.
So for Josh up here and Scott Richards, we'd like to, and Kurt Zolf, thank you for tuning in tonight for a great victory for the Panthers, 21-26. See you guys next week.
Please take care as you exit the bleachers, and please drive home safely. Have a great Friday night, everyone.